Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, a special show here today. It's a wonderful day. God bless America. We have America back again. Let's make America great again. And congratulations to President Donald Trump as now the brand new president of the United States of America. It's going to be a great show today, folks. We're going to cover a lot of bases. But most of all, we're here today. I want to thank you all for joining us here during your lunchtime hour. Or if you're watching it later on in today, this is Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Today is January 20th, 2025. Happy Martin Luther King's birthday. Another great leader, followed by one of the greatest presidents we've ever had, Donald Trump, takes office today. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show. Thank you to all our veterans. Thank you for all the people in the military, making America great again. God bless you all. We have a great show. It's showtime. Let's go to I don't know what to say. I'm just happy. And I'm sure most of the people that are watching this show or follow Tony Ocean or follow Ocean's Pit know that I've been a big Donald Trump supporter. And it's a great day in America, folks. Now, to the message of the people that are not Trump supporters, all I can say is I need everybody to come together now because it's very important for everybody to come together. Whether you dislike the new president of the United States, they tried. You had 4 years to do everything right. You did nothing right, ladies and gentlemen. So now we're going to try to do it right. Jump on board and let's just come together because we need it now in these crazy times in this crazy world. You tried it for 4 years. It didn't work. Now let's try it for another 4 years and see what we can do. And that's what we need to do. Because you got to keep supporting local establishments and you got to keep buying America and you got to keep supporting live entertainment. You got to keep buying local and shopping local and supporting our president, Donald Trump of the United States. Right now, that's what we need to do. But we have a great show lined up for you. And we're talking about something else to support that's so great. We're talking about Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norridge, Plains, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, Mesa, Arizona. They have so many great deals. Ooh, it's cold outside and salt is trending. All JRC Ace Hardware stores in the Chicagoland area are stocked with salt. 50-pound bags of ice melter is only $10.99. 50-pound bags of rock salt is only $9.99. We didn't forget about our furry friends. They also have pet safe salt options. And for snowblowers, they have the best deal anywhere, folks. The Toro 821 QZE single snowblower is just $8.99. If you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or Russell Power, they're $9.49. You're saving a lot of money with our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. It's a great day today, folks, and I'm hoping you had an incredible weekend, and I'm hoping you're having a great day. Again, another thing we need to stress is today is also Martin Luther King's birthday, another great leader, and another guy I think would have fit right into this vein here with our president, Donald Trump. I know some of you people are having big bashes out there and parties. Of course, I'm going to celebrate afterwards. I'm going to my mom's, take care of her, get some stuff that she needs, and then the party will start with us. So we're going to be going from a little one bar to the other, another, having a few cocktails. And then, of course, let's not forget the big game tonight, the college game, which is going to be very good. Notre Dame's going against Ohio State. The last time Notre Dame won was back. The last time Notre Dame beat Ohio State was in 1936 when they beat them 7-2. So for all you college fans today, Notre Dame against Ohio State. I don't follow college too much. I really don't care who wins. I have a lot of my friends out there are Notre Dame fans, so I'm going to be voting for them just for my friends, actually. That's the game tonight. It was a great weekend, and boy, I mean, there's so much to talk about. First of all, I thank our guest on Friday, Stephanie Lemon Brenniger. Great job she did, Stephanie. Great seeing you. Chicago Prime on Friday was jumping as always, and a lot of fun. I also want to say great job to Tony Toto on Friday. And Saturday, folks, we were very proud again to, I think, our 8th or 9th time we've done the Bocce a tournament in Highwood, Illinois. We did their dinner that they do every year. So my thanks goes out to Buzz Bertucci, Bruce, of course, my good buddy Dave, Joey LaRusso. Thank you, cousin Tommy Vena. And it was a great event. And, of course, the main event band, Jerry Jams and Tony Toto. Saturday night was a big success. And what made the success is actually all the great people there having fun, having a great dinner, and some booze and cocktails and dancing the night away. That's what we're supposed to do. And Sunday, we ended up at Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy. It was great seeing Ron there, folks. And we had a nice jammed house. Upstairs, they had a lot going on at the Arcata Theater. I want to thank my good buddy Albert, of course, who bought me some great more CDs. He bought me the new Ringo album called Look Up, and, of course, the best of Eric Carmen. Thank you, Albert. Great seeing you. Also, it was great seeing Mike, and I didn't get to see Tracy, but I got to see their show, the Taylor Swift Experience show downstairs during my break. I went over there and take a look at that. They did a great job with that, and got to see Michael upstairs afterwards. Thank you for coming up, along with Jenny and Carlo and some of the guys in the band. So that was a lot of fun. And again, Double T, Tony Toto, great job, my friend, yesterday. Was a lot of fun. So it was a great weekend. And this week, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a short week for me, probably the shortest week ever in Tony Ocean's history as a performer. I'm only working one day this week. One day. I've got the 3 days off here. Sunday, I got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. Thursday is our rehearsal dinner for our son, Tony, as getting married to Ange, Tony Fange, to Angela Ramundi. The wedding is Saturday, so the rehearsal dinner is Thursday. I'll be off. Friday, my only show this week, it will be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg on Friday with Jerry Jams, and then Saturday is the big wedding. So we're all excited here at the house. Everybody's all, it's another child, or we all know that Nina got married with her and Eric and a few years back. And of course we have baby Callan, and now another one to tie the knot. Again, early congratulations to Tony and Ange. Big party this Saturday. So I'm having a lot of fun. It's Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. I'm glad you guys took the time and watched the show today. A lot of stuff going on. I know most of you people might be watching the Trump's inauguration, and very, very cool. We're excited about that. So a lot of stuff, man. I don't even know where to all begin, but let's get right to a sponsor, Mary Grievous. They're on a cruise ship right now, and her in Seventh Heaven having a good time. But don't just call her when you're ready to buy or sell. Contact her when you're considering buying or selling. Your forever agent, that's Mary Grievous at mgrievous at starkre.com. She's available, says buyers, sellers for sale by owners, and expired listings. Give her a call at 630-688-1725 and tell them Tony O sent you. And they're on the cruise right now. I think Seventh Heaven is, and then we're going to do another one. Speaking of the cruise that we got coming up, March 22nd to March 30th. 2025. We are so excited about that, folks. It's called the Chicago Music Cruise. More excitement going on, and a lot of good stuff. And this is going to be good. The Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, Oasis of the Seas. March 22nd to March 30th. If you don't know about it already, it's going to, of course, it's a broken record, but we love plugging it because we still have a couple. I think there's one room left from what I heard at our group at our group rate. There's only one room left. It's going to happen, folks. Fort Lauderdale, Carousel, Aruba, and Coco Key, Bahamas. And the entertainment that's going to be on the ship is going to be great. Mojo's Jukebox, My Rock Band, the Jersey Girls, Tony Ocean, the Main Event Band, Scott Childers, the Britney Spears Experience, and the Marilyn Monroe tribute from our good friend Wendy Thompson, of course, Frankie Hollywood, Boom Boom Rodriguez, the Hillbilly Rock Stars, and of course, Seventh Heaven. So join us. It's 62 days away to this cruise, everybody. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com and put in Tony Ocean, or give Mary a call at 630-681-1725 and say, I want to go on the ocean with Ocean. It's Ocean's Pit today, one of the greatest days in history, January 20th, 2025. Some of you people might be off today because of Martin Luther King Day. Another great leader, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show. A lot of banks are closed. I don't even think we're going to get mail. So if you're home watching the show, great. Watch it later, whatever it is, but we got it great. Now, tomorrow's another big day here for Ocean's Pit. Coming up in March, we'll be celebrating 5 years on this particular show coming up in March. And then, of course, with the segments that we have, Tuesdays, Twisted Tuesday, Wednesdays and Fridays, we have guests. Of course, Laura Ocean's with us on Thursday. But tomorrow, it's Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. It's be our 1-year anniversary with Twisted Tuesday. That's tomorrow. And what we're going to do on the format, if you're watching, is Carol's going to ask me anything. It's Ask Tony Anything. And there's going to be unfiltered. There's no questions in advance. I don't know what she's going to hit me with, but I promise you it will be a fun show celebrating Ocean's Pit Twisted Tuesday for the 1 year that we started doing this segment. And again, in March, we're going to have the big one, folks. As soon as Laura gets up and running again in March, and she's back to something that she can get out of the house after her operation coming February 4th, we're going to have an anniversary bash celebrating 5 years of Ocean's Pit. All right. So, boy, I'm just trying to go. I got like 3 pages of notes. So, ladies and gentlemen, the border is officially closed. The border is officially closed. You want to come into this country, the greatest country in the world? Then do it right, like our ancestors did, like my grandparents did, like my mother and father did. That's what we're going to do. The border is closed. Oh, my God. Now, there's more stories that are coming out. I'm going to throw a whole bunch of stuff at you. Airlines now are, before that, let's get right to see who's actually watching today. Who's watching today? Oh, happy Trump Day, Richard. Ryan, how you doing? Kathy Apolito, Patrice, Helen Tenuta. Great seeing you last night, my dear friend. Carol, there you are. I hope you're well. You're still watching there? There you go. Rosanna, how are you doing, my friend? Rosanna, all the way from Florida, right? I think you're in Florida. This is a great day. Sorry, but my hair looks horrible today, folks. I was out. I didn't get a chance to fix it. Always winning is back. You guys got it, man. It's good. So much stuff to talk about here. Let's get right to some stuff. Airlines are talking about right now when you guys travel, right? You get that, you bring on your regular luggage when you're going to travel, right? Whatever it is. But then also, folks, you have to have a carry-on, and certain airlines right now, ladies and gentlemen, are trying to eliminate the carry-on bag, to eliminate that completely. So you will have to all check in all your bags. Now, this is just some rumor stuff that we're hearing about right now. I don't know how official it is. I don't know how many people will be happy about that. I won't be happy with that. I don't think you guys would be. I think you bringing on that carry-on bag is a good thing. But the way things are, things will change. Yes, Ryan, we will talk about that. That is coming up. So we'll keep you more posted once I find out more stuff on that. Interesting stuff. Also, I want to say another great bar restaurant in the Chicagoland area is closing its doors. River Cafe in River Grove. Jimmy Marchese and his staff and his people there did an incredible job over there. The food was always great. The service was always great. And I'm sure Jimmy, thank you for everything. We did a lot of shows there and had a lot of cocktails there. So River Cafe in River Grove is closed, or at least not going to be with Jimmy anymore. Jimmy Marchese and his staff and his group will be leaving, but it won't be the same without Jimmy. So Jimmy, if you're watching, or anybody in the staff that's watching, or thank you so much for the years at River Cafe, not to get confused with the casino, River Cafe in River Grove. Interesting stuff. Now, I was also happy when I found out that TikTok was gone. Ding dong, the witch is dead. And then, of course, whether you like Donald Trump or not, it's back because of Donald Trump. That's why TikTok is back. I don't know how much longer it's going to be there. I think they're going to have to make some big changes because of the connection with China. So I don't mind having a social media outlets. We need all those social media outlets. But that one needs to close, or they need to stop doing business with China. And it was a happy day for me for a very short while. So let's see what happens with that. Kansas City cheating. Yeah, well, we're going to talk a little bit about that. Lisa Marie, how are you doing? Yeah, I know it. Lisa Marie from Reckless is in the house. Make sure you check out her band. All right, so did you see the new Chicago Cubs uniforms? They're a little light blue. They've got the Chicago Cubs emblem on one side, and then they have the player's number on the other side. You might want to Google that. I thought they looked kind of cool. If they're trying to change the uniforms, I'd like to see what that's about. Michael Sansone, it is a great day. I'm sure it is over there in Arizona too, my friend. And boy, we just got more and more stories coming in. I've got 3 pages, because this is what happens when the last show we did is on Friday, and everything happens on Saturday and Sunday, and then all the stuff that's happening, obviously, with Donald Trump, and then TikTok and everything was happening with that. But interesting. And you know what? It's just funny. We're going to get to that later on in the show, folks, about Donald Trump Joe Biden in the middle of the night pardoning the January 6th committee and Dr. Fauci. Well, here's something that I don't get. Now, they're pardoning everybody, right? He was pardoning everybody. When you pardon somebody, you have to have done something wrong. Am I correct there? His son got in trouble. He pardoned his kid. We knew that was going to happen, even though he said it wasn't going to happen. Why are you pardoning these guys if they did nothing wrong? What are you afraid of? Because they're going to come after them. We realize that too. So this just more and more stuff just keeps coming at us today. And then karma is a bitch, and God's got a crazy way of things. Look at this guy. Now, you hear about this Ian Vandell. He was a Canadian journalist, and he wrote back in the time when people refused to take the jab, the vaccine, or whatever you want to call it. He said in an article because he was a writer for a journalist for a Canadian newspaper, he said that the people that are unvaxxed, you should take all those people and put them in a concentration camp for people that were unvaccinated. This is Ian Vandelli. And you want to laugh? What laughter thing is, with all his vaccines and all his shot, he just passed away at the age of 33 years old. I don't even have to say any more on that story. How do you pardon someone that hasn't been charged? Good one there too, Richard. They haven't been charged yet. He pardoned his whole family. Yeah, absolutely. Someone also says that he might even pardon Donald Trump in silence. Not publicly. It's just a joke. It was, and we were watching the president getting sworn in and looking at Donald Trump. Looking at Joe Biden, he had a smile for a second. He was like this. He didn't know if he was there or not. And Kamala right next to him, she just looked miserable when they're throwing all the daggers at Trump. But there's one moment while they were swearing Donald Trump in, that you looked at Joe Biden and you seen him smile like this, almost telling me that he relieved himself into his own bag. So he was like, oh, my seat is so warm. And I don't get it, too. When he's now the president of the United States, people in the room either got up when they agree with him or if they didn't, they disagree with him. I was waiting for the left side to, yeah, right, Lisa? I thought so, too. Jill from Indiana, how are you doing? Thank you for watching Ocean's Pit, my friend. A couple other things. The FDA banning red dye, number 3 in favorite food snacks. See, they're already starting to do things. They're trying to take off the certain sugar and diet pops, which will help it. Obviously, will make it better. It won't be as bad as it is right now. I don't know. I don't drink soda, so. But getting rid of that dye should have been done a long time ago. Absolutely. Mortgage rates climbing up 7%. But I think now that Mr. Donald Trump now is president of the United States, I think things are going to start. You're going to see prices changing. You're going to see a lot of different stuff. And we're just looking up at more stories here. There was some mention about you go into a grocery store or you go into a pharmacy and you want your certain like medicine or certain stuff like that. And you notice that sometimes things are locked up and you have to call an assistant. And I've always had problems with that. Usually if I buy my cologne, if I go to Walmart to get my cologne, they got the Cool Water by Davidoff. That's the cologne that I use. And it's always in the back with the glass in the section. And then there's that button on the glass that you push. And supposedly this button's supposed to call somebody to help. Well, the last 5-6 times that I was there, every time I push that button, no one ever shows up. It takes you forever to get anything out of these glass cases when you want to buy something. And the CEO of Walgreens and a lot of different pharmacies says they're losing business because nobody wants to sit through that. Even the medicine that's all locked up and certain stuff like that. So, God bless. It is what it is. Again, we're talking about all the recalls and stuff that's happening. Aldi recalled 25,000 pounds of chicken. Everywhere, every store right now. I mean, if you look at the days, there's always something comes up, something being recalled. I mean, they're just trying to kill us. 25,000 pounds of chicken. Sandra, how are you doing, my dear friend? Denise, how you doing? Like pissing in a pool. There you go, Boyd. How are you doing, my friend? Like pissing in a pool. Yeah, right. But there's no blue dye or nothing or red dye that comes around the pool, right there, Boyd. I hope you're doing well, buddy. If you're from the Chicago Heights area, one of their mayors, Sam Ciabroni, who passed away, he was mayor of Chicago Heights from 1995 to 2003. He did pass away today. Angelo Ciambroni has passed away, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when people are trying to eat healthier, what does Burger King do? They came up with a brand new burger. Have you heard about this, folks? This is the Burger King 5 patties. Now, I don't eat a lot of fast food, but I do occasionally. We all do, right? But there's a brand new burger now coming out. It's called the Whoppernator. It's 5 patties, folks. It's like this. Burger King trying to kill us some more. Who eats that stuff? I don't know. Also, my prayers go out to my dear friend, Karen Bruno. Her husband, Tony Bruno, has passed away. Tony and Karen, always big fans and good friends of mine for many years. Last time I seen Tony, I think we were performing in Florida. And this was maybe 2 years ago. And Tony Bruno has passed away. So my prayers go out to the Bruno family, Karen, Susan Giambroni, and everybody. I'm so sorry about that. Tony was a great guy. I mean, I didn't know him that well, but he was always sharp dresser, and they were always very supportive and good people. So our prayers go out to the Bruno family. You're watching Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. It is Monday, January 20th. We all know that Donald Trump now is president of the United States with J.D. Vance. The party's going on all afternoon, folks, whether you like it or not. Learn to embrace this new situation. Because, look, when we were bashing Biden for the last 4 years, you know how much crap I took from people? Oh, you can't bash the president. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Well, now you can't bash my president, baby, and make it America great. Now, there was a lot of parties out there that I seen there people, certain bars were having certain parties. I didn't see too many of them. And I was going to go, but we're going to go afterwards to a couple other places later on tonight. But you're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. How about another, a heart attack ready to happen, right? Double T. Hey, T, great job last night. They changed their slogan from have it your way to take the heart, right? They're just trying to kill us here in the United States of America with all this food and crap they're putting in our foods and stuff. We talk about this a lot, but it's just nuts. Let's get to another sponsor, folks. Another company about buy local, shop local, and trying to do something for your future. Well, if you want to do that, talk about Imperialux. What is Imperialux? Imagine putting your money to work for you, becoming your own bank, and making your dream retirement reality with guaranteed lifetime income. Now, our good friends Wendy Thompson and Craig Coughlin help you create personal pensions, grow your wealth, secure your legacy. It's never too late to start. Take charge of your financial future today by picking up the phone and giving them a call at 630-890-1213 or book on Calendly for a free consultation and start building your retirement that you deserve. That's Imperialux. Give them a call, 630-890-1213. You got nothing to lose by giving a call and find out how you become your own bank with Imperialux. Thank you, our friends. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Again, Monday, January 20th, Martin Luther King Day. Another great leader, as we talked about in the beginning of the show. Most of stores, I don't think banks are closed. Stores are closed. Some stores are closed. Schools, I think, are closed too. Happy Martin Luther King Day. And, of course, Donald Trump, now the president of the United States of America. The only show this week, like we're saying, is going to be Chicago Prime Steakhouse this Friday. That's it, folks. So we're going to keep going with some more stuff here. God, I can't. It's amazing the stories that we've been getting and stuff that you guys have been sending stuff in. We called Kansas City Chiefs did beat the Houston Texans 23-14. If you were to watch that game, and, I've been saying it all year, and so is a lot of ESPN sportscasters and people out there, the broadcasting guys. I don't know. It just seems like they have the referees in their pockets. The NFL knows if you have Kansas City, you're going to have a lot of money and people watching the Super Bowl if Kansas City's in it. Not only because of Patrick Mahomes, but team there. And, of course, the whole Swifties that follow this team because of her boyfriend. And then, of course, not only do you have to watch her, but you have to watch her for hours. That's something I do not want to do while I'm watching Super Bowl. Even though I have said it's not her fault. It's not. It's the media that keeps showing her. She really couldn't give a shit if anybody showed her or not. But that's the point that I'm trying to say. So they want Kansas City in. I don't. I'm going for Buffalo all the way. I want Buffalo to go all the way. Interesting stuff. And then also NBC said something about maybe former President Joe Biden. It's nice to say that. Doesn't have a nice ring to it, former President Joe Biden, if you want to call him a president. He said he will probably pardon Donald Trump in private. I don't see that happening, folks. But let's get to some baseball news. Let's get big Cub fans. We did talk about their new uniform. If you've seen a picture of it, it's light blue. It's got the Cubs emblem on the one side, and they have the number of the player on the other side. I think that's kind of cool. But congratulations to Derek Lee and Sammy Sosa will be making the Chicago Cubs Baseball Hall of Fame. Not the actual Hall of Fame, Major League Hall of Fame, but the actual Cubs Hall of Fame. So I'm wondering, if you play for the Cubs, how many people? I mean, they probably make everybody gets on that Hall of Fame ballot for the Chicago Cubs, right? I mean, it's their own Hall of Fame. It's not the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's the Chicago Cubs Hall of Fame. Let's just remember that. But congratulations to Derek Lee and Sammy Sosa for all you. And now that he's back, and he said he was sorry and apologizing. Marty Malarkey, how you doing? Burger King owns many funeral parlors. Yes, they do. Yeah, and Ryan, I feel bad for the Detroit Lions. I wanted the Lions to win. They did a great job, but they had 16 guys on their starting lineup injured. Detroit had a lot of hurt. They went into that game with most of their players, 16 of them, their starters were hurt. Not an excuse, but congratulations to the Detroit Lions. They did a great job. Ronnie B., I hope you're doing well, my brother. You're watching Ocean's Pit. We're talking about the weather, obviously, and cold and everything that's going on. We're going to talk about the weather in 1 minute, but snow might fall in Disney World for the first time in 50 years. Snow might fall in Disneyland, Disney World for the first time in 50 years. And even in certain parts of in Florida right now, people are saying it's, January's not always that warm over there. You're watching Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. And you know what it's time for? Yes, it's time for the Ace Minute, brought to you by the JRC Hardware Stores. Today's weather is sponsored by the Ace Minute, JRC Hardware Stores. And today's weather is for Monday, January 20th. It's -2 degrees out there, ladies and gentlemen. It feels like it's -16 with the wind chill, folks. It is cold. It is freaking cold. The humidity is 62%. Wind out there is 8 miles an hour, but quality of the air is good. That is your Ace Hardware Minute, brought to you by the JRC's Ace Hardware, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. With due weather, everybody, Ace Hardware. All right. More things to talk about. Certain jobs that you can make a decent living at. There's a lot of jobs out there, but if you're looking for maybe a part-time one, here's a guy named Richard Lambert. He started doing resumes for people, and he was charging $85 to do a professional resume for you if you're looking for a job, whatever it was, right? And since 2020, he started this. He's making about $1 million a year by writing resumes for people. You know what? That's a great idea. You need a new resume? Have somebody professionally do it for you. I know there's companies out there, but I didn't realize how much money could be made in doing this for a living. So that $85. It's 2020. He was doing them for $85. He's already making $1 million a year now, which is very interesting. And there was a big party going on. If you probably know about it already, since the inauguration with Donald Trump did start at 11 o'clock. Bugsy's was having a big scare, big food over there, big specials today at Bugsy's in McHenry. So you might be going over there. I think it's going to be till 4 o'clock today, and all the entertainers that will be performing at this particular event. And then, of course, let's look at the Los Angeles Rams against the Philadelphia Eagles. Do you guys realize that before the game, the Los Angeles Rams have not lost to the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs the last 75 years? And Los Angeles loses to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles 28, Los Angeles 22. And I'm happy the Eagles won. I don't care for it. But I was hoping LA in one way would win because of the fires and everything. Something to bring the morale up even though don't care much for California, but I do feel bad for the fires out there and all the wildlife and everything. And these fires that were started, were they done on purpose? Were they biblical? Who knows? Some people I was talking to yesterday thought these fires were made for one purpose and one purpose only. Two purposes, really, to have Donald Trump have a big problem when he becomes the first big problem he has when he becomes president of the United States. And another thing was to burn all the P. Diddy files and all the celebrities out there, the pedophile land over there in L.A., to burn some of all these files so they can find anything that people might have. So I don't know. It's just, bet against Philly next week. I got it. Maybe you should mention this already. I might have missed it. Did you know that Biden? Yes, that is suspicious. That he did pardon not only Anthony Fauci, Dr. Fauci, and the committee from January 6th. They weren't charged with anything yet. Why are you pardoning these people? And what are you afraid of? Thank you, Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Oh God, it's just crazy. And they did have the inauguration today for Donald Trump. It was the first time that it was indoors. The last time it was indoors was back when Ronald Reagan was president back in 1985. There's a joke going around. The Bears still looking for a new coach. Well, Joe Biden is looking for a job, so he might be the coach for the Chicago Bears. Joking, obviously, but another joke they were thinking about. Tony La Russa, he's in baseball. Yeah, let's him coach the Chicago Bears. Maybe they'll do a good job too. Oh my God. Yeah, we're just talking about, again, I felt bad for Detroit. Like I said, they had 16 guys in their starting lineup that was injured going into that game. Also, today is National Hobby Month. January is National Hobby Month. And I hope you all have hobbies out there. I do. You know how much I love making my models. I'm going to try to get Rick Lindy on, and we're going to maybe in a couple of weeks just to see if we can show our models to you people. I mean, we post them on our page. He's fantastic at what he does. But happy National Hobby Day today, folks. It's good. Let's get to another sponsor, folks. How about my good friend Tom Vena? And it was great seeing Tom Saturday at the Bocce tournament dinner party in beautiful Highwood, Illinois. Let's talk about Jack Vena. All right, folks, all you landscapers needs, call the best. That's Jack Vena Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design service, installation, fall gutter cleanup. Sign up now for the spring. It's a great company. They've been doing business in the North Shore for 44 years, but they'll come anywhere. It's Jack Vena Landscaping. 847-432-5266. They'll take care of all your landscaping needs. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, everybody. It's a great day in America. Some people might not think so, but I think so. And I'm excited about that. I hope you guys are going out and having celebrations and relaxing and maybe try to do stuff here. Let's see. Let's get to some more stuff, of course. Congratulations to the Buffalo Bills. I was going for the Buffalo Bills, beating the Baltimore Ravens 27-25. What an exciting game that was yesterday. And you know what? You got to give it to the Buffalo Bills. But you know what? Baltimore lost it themselves with those three major turnovers. And dropping that last play, if they went for two, they would have got that play, caught that play. If he didn't drop it, it would have been a tied ball game. And that particular guy, I don't remember the guy's name, but that was his go-to guy. That's the guy that always caught the ball when they needed that catch. Not this time. So the Buffalo Bills 27 and the Ravens 25, and I'm still going for Buffalo. Absolutely. Don't forget, tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of Twisted Tuesday here with Carol Brandolino, and it's Ask Tony Ocean Anything. It'll be the first time it's ever happened when someone's going to be asking me questions. I don't know any of them. I don't know any of the questions up front, so I don't know what I'm going to get hit with. And, of course, Laura Ocean will be joining us on Thursday. We had my good friend Ron Fabiani last week, of course, or a week before that, former police officer and paranormal cop show on A&E. But his father was a police officer too, and he owned one of the greatest nightclubs in the city of Chicago, in the Stone Park area, called Charades. And we're going to have Ron Fabiani Sr. on Friday. And the stories he's got for you, that's something you're going to want to watch. It's going to be very, very cool. Also talking about baseball, American League manager Jeff Torberg dies at the age of 83 years old. Drinking tea can make you live longer. For all you coffee drinkers out there, you might decide to start drinking tea. It's supposed to be the only purest thing that you can drink next to water, and that's tea. I got tea I drink tea when I get sick. The chamomilla. That's what my mother used to give me every time you were sick. So a lot of people are trying to do that now. So it should be kind of interesting to see. Again, we were talking about former President Joe Biden pardoning Dr. Fauci, Mike Milley, and the committee from January 6th in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, he pulled Lori Lightfoot in the middle of the night, pulling over those statues, the Columbus Day statue. In the middle of the night, he pardoned these people. You have to be charged with something first to pardon these people. Why you pardon people if they did nothing wrong? That's mind-boggling. And you know what? Whether you're a Trump fan or not, that doesn't bother you people. You don't think to yourself, why are you pardoning somebody? What do they do wrong? You just want to clear it up. And here's the thing that really gets me. I was very happy that they got rid of TikTok. And see how fast they got rid of it? They said January 19th, they're going to get rid of it. Did you see how fast they got rid of it? Now, obviously, it came back a little bit thanks to Donald Trump. For all you Donald Trump haters out there, well, I don't know how much longer TikTok will be around. But what I'm trying to say is, see how quick they got rid of that? Now, here's the question that gets me. And maybe now with a new president of the United States, maybe he'll be able to tell me, maybe he'll do the right thing. It's so easy to get rid of TikTok. Why can't you get rid of child pornography sites? Why don't you ban them too, just like that? How come that doesn't happen? I mean, if you can get rid of this China company, TikTok, and everything that's doing to people, like that, they got rid of it, right? And it came back, a couple hours later, whatever, 24 hours later, whatever it is. But why can't they get rid of child pornography? Those sites, why can't they ban them just like that? That's suspicious. Laura Mizzi, I hope you guys are having fun over there at Bugsy's Big Bash there for Donald Trump Day. He said U.S. bought half of it to have some control, which good point. They had to have some control of that. But yeah, they got rid of TikTok awfully fast, but they didn't get that child pornography, right? Those sites are still out there. Now that Donald Trump is in office, let's get rid of that stuff. Let's close that stuff as well. Another Chicagoland legend from the band Shadows of the Night, Tom Schiffer, has passed away at the age of 61 years old. Boy. Also, another great band from Chicago, the Buckinghams, this year will be celebrating 60 years. So congratulations to Carl and Nick and the boys. David Zane, I think, is in that band now, too. Dave was on the show. So congratulations, 60 years. We're going to have Carl on the show before the end of the month. Also, at the end of the month, we're going to have my good buddy Jim Palucci and the guys from the Three Dog Night Tribute Band. I'm excited about them because they have a big show coming up, I think, at the stage in Elmhurst on the 31st of January. But we're going to have the band on the Wednesday on the 29th. Another place closing, folks. Have you heard about this? It's a sad thing, but the Hard Rock Cafe, downtown Chicago, is closing its doors at the end of March 2025. After 39 years, the Hard Rock Cafe will be closing its doors. It's cold out there, folks. It's cold for us when we're out there. What about people that are stupid and leave their pets out in the cold? Ladies and gentlemen, if you see any people that their pets are left out in the backyard or left out, there is a number you can call to report to these people. It's a hotline number called 312-645-8090. That's 312-645-8090. It's a hotline, and they'll come and report these owners for leaving their pets out in the cold. What's wrong with you people? Next Sunday is the last of the football before Super Bowl, folks. It's going to be the Washington Commanders against the Philadelphia Eagles. That's going to be this Sunday, the 26th of January, folks. That's going to be a 3:00 in the afternoon game. And then the big one at night, folks, will be the Buffalo Bills going against the Kansas City Chiefs. Whoever wins goes to the Super Bowl. I'm looking for, I want the Eagles to beat Washington, and I want Buffalo to beat Kansas City. But we all know that Kansas City is going to end up in that Super Bowl. The only thing that I'm happy about, Buffalo Bills did beat Kansas City Chiefs in regular season game. Can they do it again when it matters? That I'm hoping folks. That's what I'm hoping. Buffalo, I'm right there. I agree with you guys 100%. I'm hoping it's Buffalo. You're watching Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. What about some shows we got coming up? We got some good ones coming up. Next Wednesday on the 29th, we'll be at Rosario's in Roselle with my good buddy Double T, Tony Toto. Come on out. We have not been there since October, and Chris Picaro does a great job. That's the 29th. Next Thursday, we'll be at Positano's in Oak Brook on the 30th. Me and Jerry Jams and the return of Lisa P. from Florida. That's going to be a lot of fun. Also, folks, on the 31st of January, we're back at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And February 1st, Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band returns to Bellagio in Roselle. It's a Saturday night, February 1st. Double T, Tony Toto, Danny Ramundi, and yours truly. That's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, Valentine's Day. If you got no plans, come out and see Ocean's Rat Pack at the beautiful 115 Bourbon Street in Marionette Park. That's going to be dinner and show on the 14th, On the 19th, that show is already sold out from what I hear. The Tap House Grill in Lamont, Illinois. Danny Nozak puts this thing together for the homeless, and it's going to be fun because we're doing it for a great cause, and that's the homeless. Everybody that's going to come that day is going to bring scarves, hats, coats, blankets, shoes, mittens, whatever you can bring, water, hand sanitizers, and we're going to deliver that. All those things that we collect that day, we're going to deliver it to the homeless. It's going to be the Tap House Grill on the 19th in Lamont, folks. Yours truly will be the MC, Double T, Tony Toto. Stephanie Lemon Briganer will be there, of course. Ron Starr will be there also. Luzo Sylvester, Nick Sahajas, and of course, my good friend John Vincent. So that's going to be fun on the 19th. If you're in the Lake Geneva area, Ocean's Rat Pack returns to Pier 290 in Lake Geneva on February 22nd. Dinner and show in the Boathouse. And the 27th of February, Ocean's Rat Pack returns to Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy for a Thursday night Rat Pack dinner show at the Speakeasy. Go to shows.com. And Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band are proud to announce will be the opening act for one of the greatest music legends ever. Of course, the great Engelbert Humperdinck will be hitting the Des Plaines Theater on April 8th. And Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band will be opening that show. That is a Tuesday. And then the 9th, he'll be at the Arcata Theater in St. Charles. So he's got 2 days in the Chicagoland area. The great Engelbert Humperdinck. Folks, you're watching Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. It's time for another sponsor, Airtight Windows. If you're looking for new windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. For honesty, quality, dependability, do it right with Airtight. Serving Chicagoland area for 35 years. Do it right with Airtight. Call Louis Pipes at 708-788-5000. Get those new windows done. Get those new sidings done. Tell them Tony O sent you. You're watching Ocean's Pit. It's a great day today. Boy. What else can we talk about? Here's something. This was... did you see the farewell speech of Joe Biden? I will extend the respect to you by referring to you as Mr. Joe Biden. But sadly, in my personal opinion, you have never earned the title of honor of being referred to as Mr. President. You do not know this, but I have followed your office, political service, and career for a part of 53 years, and I know for decades that you are a bad representation for America's values, not limited to pride, trust, honor, freedom, and for its democracy. Finally, I will not remind those friends of mine on Facebook of your personal and government failures while in this life, but I am confident that Satan will be waiting for you in open arms once you leave office and once the greatest country in the world that you had very best to destroy. God bless America. Believe it or not, folks, I don't think he did anything good for the United States of America. Did you see Donald Trump's son, Barron? Barron Trump is the smartest Trump child. He has an IQ of plus 170. He's mastered speaking French, Italian, and German. He's also a legendary chess expert. Pretty cool. There's a future president, maybe. somewhere down the line. Breaking news, Donald Trump announces his intention to sign 100 executive orders on his first day back in office today, targeting corruption, land border policies, energy regulations, and so-called deep state. Our president, Donald Trump. All right, this is something interesting, going back in time. A great Italian, his name was Leonardo da Vinci, painted the Mona Lisa. But you know what's funny? This is something, I love history stuff, and some of you guys might think this is important, some not, but I thought it was very interesting. Leonardo da Vinci was born out of wedlock. He didn't have a traditional last name. Instead, he is known as Da Vinci, meaning from Vinci. That's the time he was born. He doesn't have a last name. That's how come his name is Leonardo da Vinci. Interesting. Some facts that you're going to get here. Female priest was arrested for doing oral sex to males, telling them that she's going to get their demons out. More whacked up people. You can't make this shit up, folks. According to ABC, Plano, Illinois, make sure I'm pronouncing that right, Plano, Plano, Illinois, has decided to cancel events on the Juneteenth, 2025, due to negative feedback. You're going to see a lot of different towns. We're going to make you wonder something's going to be happening now with the new regime. President Biden's farewell address to the nation, there's a lot, said there was a short distance between pure impossibility. I want to warn the country of some things that give me great concern. I'm not even going to read your page here, Joe Biden. I'm happy congratulations to our next Attorney General, Pam Donnie. I think she's going to do a great job. I think this time, last time Donald Trump was in office, ladies and gentlemen, whether you liked him or not, I don't think he had the right people around him. I do believe he's got good people surrounding him right now. Hormel, spam. I think that stuff lasts forever. I might have had spam once when I was a kid. This funny joke, my good friend Eric Todd said, he comes up with some good posts. Hormel made their first batch of spam in 1937. They're making their second batch this week. That stuff doesn't spoil, right? It's like honey. Honey can last forever. I thought that was pretty funny, guys. And these are some letters and comments from people that were making comments when Joe Biden gave his farewell speech. And I'm not even going to read them. I read a couple of them, and you guys can figure those out yourself. But there is still a lot of control here in the United States of America. And I hope the President Donald Trump does a lot to change the prices and everything. But let's put it this way. There's only 4 companies that own everything in the United States of America. 85% of beef processing, 80% of corn seed distribution, 77% of fertilizer production, 69% of grocery sales. Only 4 companies own everything in the United States of America. Jill Biden declined the traditional invitation for tea at the White House with the First Lady. She said, no, thank you. Dr. Jill. Dr. Jill's about as good as a doctor as Dr. Seuss. Kamala Harris is refusing to invite J.D. Vance to the Naval Observatory before the inauguration. Michelle Obama won't even be in attendance with her husband. The Democrats are showing you who they are. Believe them. Don't be fooled. Come together, everybody. Californians got 770,000. North Carolina got 750,000. Hawaiians got 600,000. Am I saying this? Is this right? Jimmy just sent this over. Let me just rephrase this. Excuse me. Californians got $770. $770. North Carolina's got $750. Hawaiians only got $600. What other tragedies they had? $200 million went to Ukraine. That's over. It's over. The gravy train is over. I mean, mind-boggling to me. Elon Musk has announced Tesla will produce up to 1 million humanoid robots by 2027. I tell you, man, I went to a doctor this maybe 2 years ago. I think it was a doctor in Naperville. I don't know what I was there for. It wasn't for me. But I was trying to find a certain department, right? Certain where to go in the hospital. And there was like a Rosie robot telling me where to go. Come this way, follow me, please. Humanoids, they're going to be everywhere, man. They're going to be taking over jobs. It's going to be interesting to see what the future is like. A little scary. Reducing your red meat consumption could have many positive impacts on your heart, the environment, maybe even your long-term health, according to a new study. A lot of people have given up that red meat. They're switching to red meat for plant-based proteins, could reduce dementia risk in nearly 20%, studies say. I'm not much of a red meat guy. I do eat it every now and then, but I'm more a chicken turkey guy. The groundbreaking study from Chalmers Institute of Technology and University reveals that electric current can chronic wound healing. This is going to be interesting. They have this to put an electric current they're going to do now on cuts and healing and surgeries. This electrically heals wounds. Healing speeds up to 3% faster with the power of electric current, offering hope for recovery. With science and technology these days, you never know what's going to be happening. FDA orders Pfizer to add. My God, I'm gonna concentrate on some of this stuff for tomorrow on Twisted Tuesday. We'll talk about some more of this stuff. Look, now that Donald Trump is president of the United States, this with former Joe Biden president. Joe Biden just pardoned 2,500 more criminals. He said he's proud to announce he has pardoned and commuted more individuals than any other president and will continue to review communications and pardons. This is, of course, before he left office. Joe Biden says, with this action, I have now issued more individual pardons. And you know what? Thank God this guy's over. Baseball is right around the corner. How many World Series out there, folks? How many have won? Now, my favorite team is the New York Yankees. They have won 27 World Series games. The Cardinals is right underneath there. St. Louis Cardinals have won 11. The Boston Red Sox have won 9. The Oakland Athletics, the A's, have won 9. The San Francisco Giants have won 8. And the Los Angeles Dodgers have won 7. The next stop, testing on primates before moving to critical trials, is successful. Goodbye, needles. The medical field is going to try to get rid of needles in general. Scientists have created a vaccine cream to put on you instead of a shot. I don't mind shots, but some people do not like shots. I like this shot, though. Donald Trump, better coverage than 5G. Can you hear me now? That's a shot. The only shot we take right here. So the people that don't like shots, that cream might be good for you guys. It is coming to the end of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much more to talk about, and we will get this all tomorrow. How about this, folks? According to the latest report, a 40-hour work week can't pay for a 2-bedroom apartment in any United States of America apartments. A new report shows that full-time workers across the United States need to earn more than $23 per hour to afford a basic one-room apartment. The National Low-Income Housing found that to rent a 1 or 2-bedroom apartment without paying more than 30% of their income, workers need higher wages. To afford 1-bedroom, workers must earn $23.67 an hour. For a 2-bedroom, the hourly rate jumps to $28.58 an hour. This is just to work an apartment. These things are going to be changing. Hopefully these things will change, folks. It's important, and I really do. And our son, Tony, and Ange are getting married this Saturday. That's why the only show that I have this week is Friday at Chicago Prime. Thursday is the rehearsal dinner. And the next couple of days, we're just getting all the last-minute stuff. And then, of course, 10 days after our son's wedding. My wife Laura goes under surgery, open heart surgery on February 4th. And this is just basically, and the average costs of weddings in general. This is in 2024. Now, I'm not going to say this was our wedding, but I'm going to say in weddings in general in 2024. A venue somewhere around $13,000 to go out and get a venue. A wedding planner, if you hire one, $5,500. For catering, you're looking at $12,000. For a photographer, you're looking at $5,000. For a videographer, you're looking at $7,000. Some DJs, $2,000 to $3,000. Bartenders, if you're hiring your own bartenders, $2,000. The officiant, $1,750. Stationery, $1,350. Signage of any kind, $1,000. Flowers, $4,500. A wedding dress can be anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000. Hair and makeup, $2,500. This is in 2024. Crazy. Guys, it's come to the end of the hour. But before we do that, let's thank our good friends from Armando Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local. 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. My good buddy Danny Mazzi and Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. It is Monday, January 20th. Making America Great Again. God bless America is right. And how about, besides Martin Luther King Day and, of course, President Donald Trump Day, how about birthdays for Monday, January 20th? James Earl Jones celebrating a birthday. Dwayne Wade, Miami Heat basketball. Eartha Kitt, one of the original Catwomans in Batman. Julie Andrews, Sound of Music, 88 years old. Christopher Walken, 80 years old. Gina Davis, 68 years old. Kim Carnes, who has Betty Davis eyes, turned 77. Susan Anton, actress back in the 80s and 90s, 74 years old. Ric Flair, woo! Nature Boy, 75 years old. Lisa, and the Cult Jam celebrating a birthday. Of course, the great Martin Luther King, one of the great leaders that we've ever had. Also, Zoe Delsler turns 45 years old. Jumping Hacksaw Jim Duggan for all you wrestlers. T-Bone Burnett, great musician, 77. And Popeye, the Sailor Man, turns 96 years old today. It's Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. And Monday through Friday at noon. And I want to thank you guys for watching the show. Let's get right to our sponsor again, folks. Don't forget about servicing your snowblower at all the Chicagoland JRC Ace Hardware stores, offering repair and tune-ups, all makes and models. No appointment necessary. Get your snowblower to us, no problem. They offer round-trip pickup and delivery. Red Hot Buy for the month of January. Ace Wild Bird Food is only 40-pound bag is only $18.99. Make sure your car is winter ready with Peak Windshield Wash. 1 gallon is $1 off through January 31st. Cold weather calls for cold weather gear, and we have a large selection of Carhartt gear from hats, gloves, and warm-up zip-up hoodies for winter jackets. You got to love our good friends from Ace Hardware. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Tomorrow is Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. It's our 1 year with the segment Twisted Tuesday. Our 5-year anniversary comes up in March. Tomorrow is Ask Tonio Anything. So we're going to see what questions she has. I have no clue. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have an incredible day today. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to one another, everybody. And today, congratulations to President Donald Trump, making America great again. It's time to give this regime, this Trump and his party, give them a shot now. They got 4 years to turn this world around, and they will. Come together, as John Lennon would say. And Ringo Starr says, peace and love. We need it more today than ever. God bless America, everybody. And thank you all for watching Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Have a great day. Stay warm. See you tomorrow for Twisted Tuesday. Bye-bye, everybody.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from town.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day. God bless.